How can the church begin addressing the mental health crisis? I'm Bobby Conway at 1 Minute Apologist, where we take complicated truths and explain them in a simple fashion. One of the truths that we're struggling with today is a mental health crisis that many in the church don't know how to address. And that could be you. You might be a pastor of a church or a small group leader or a student life pastor, and you recognize the issue, but you're not sure where to begin. Well, you're not alone. I too was a pastor for many years, a pastor who struggled with tons of anxiety and depression. And I found myself having to go at times outside of the local church to find resources in my studies, in my reading, in my thought, in turning to things science has to offer, anything to be able to figure out a way to find some help. And while I might not have had some of the solutions when I was a pastor, outside of just fighting my own demons, I'm thankful that as I've stepped back and I pulled out of being a pastor, I've had time to reflect on what is it going to take for the local church to begin addressing this mental health crisis. For some time now, my wife and I have been doing YouTube Lives, and you can check some of those out here and watch some of the mental health issues that we've covered. But not only that, we have created a mental health crash course that we have put together for the local church, whereby small group leaders can take their flock through and pay attention to some of the questions that we have created for you to dialogue with your small groups. Or you can do this as parents, as you talk to your kids and help them to understand this stuff. Or you as a pastor could instruct your flock as it relates to the issues that we deal with in this crash course and help them to find some hope. But what else can you do besides going through this mental health crash course? You can help remove the stigma. Many people feel stigmatized, ostracized, desocialized because they have mental health issues. Let's get rid of the stigma. You can bring people up on stage that have struggled and hear their story and capture it and then celebrate the victories that they're experiencing. You could get people to talk about it and let them know that just because they have struggles, let them realize that the church is a hospital for the sick and they're welcome at your church. You can also say, you know what? Every year we're going to take May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, and you might do a sermon series on that, or you might, as a small group, go through some of the different topics. Become informed on the different issues that are considered mental health, like anxiety, depression, suicidal thinking. There's even other things that we don't talk about as much, like borderline personality disorder or bipolar. There's lots out there. Become informed. I think just some of these steps can begin to really help us as a church to be aware of how it is that we are going to address the mental health crisis. For more on the mental health issues that we face today, check out this playlist that we have created for you.